unsatisfactory and unconvincing. We have thus retained legal counsel and are requesting arbitration in the matter. Now I want to invite our members up to stand with us at the table. During this year's negotiations, it has become evident that Jeffco Public Schools is not engaging in good faith discussions regarding the well-being of our education support professionals and consequently the students that we serve. JESPA brought 2 items of concern to the table this year: student-centered staffing and job stability. We brought our interests and proposed solutions. We were asked to write contract language, and we did. The district's team continues to refuse to discuss interests, solutions, or engage over our proposals in order to reach mutual agreement. Under the direction of the Jeffco School Board, there has been a deliberate and sustained effort to refuse to negotiate over our priorities, insisting on maintaining practices that directly undermine the safety and stability of our school environments. For the Jeffco policy on negotiations, the district's goal of negotiating is to ensure employees' input and proposals are fully considered before making related decisions and providing a forum to orderly resolve any disputes. Therefore, district negotiation representatives should conduct themselves in a way that is open, fair, and intention towards reaching agreement. We are not alone in our concerns. Our interests reflect the demands of our members and our community. It's worth noting that all 5 board members have publicly committed to supporting our agenda for the common good. Additionally, we presented a letter to the Jeffco School Board on February 15th outlining our concerns. This letter reminded the board of the commitments they made to our agenda for the common good during their campaigns. These commitments were to end outsourcing and to prioritize healthy food and the safe staffing of our schools. The role of public schools is to provide a public good and to be good stewards of public funds. While JESPA brought these issues to the table to discuss, they are not just our interests alone, but the interests of our allies in the community. The letter presented to the Board of Education by Coloradans for the Common Good included JCEA, Jeffco Food Policy Council, Denver Classroom Teachers Association, UFCW Local 7, the Colorado NAACP, Colorado Education Association, Communication Workers of America Quad 7, B'nai Havara Jewish Congregation, Community of Grace Presbyterian Church, 6th Avenue United Church of Christ, El Centro de los Trabajadores, Edgewater Collective, Hunger Free Colorado, Teamsters Local 455, and the Community Economic Defense Project. The continued maintenance of dangerously low staffing levels has had a direct impact on our children's health, education, and safety. We have consistently brought concerns to light of the district's intentional refusal to post open positions adequately, and have offered solutions that should have been seriously considered in order to fill positions. Instead, the district resorted to outsourcing to fill positions instead of working with us to solve the issues. This is not just a failure in negotiation, but also a failure of leadership. There is a consistent effort to outsource jobs that could be handled within our community, resulting in the diversion of millions of taxpayer dollars to private businesses. This raises questions not only about fiscal responsibility, but also respect for your staff and community. However, district leadership and transportation, Terry Slemons, along with the Jeffco COO, Jeff Gatman, have demonstrated that they agree. Outsourcing in transportation to rideshare companies like Hop Skip Drive is not ideal. It's not cost effective. And they presented to the board findings that supported bringing these services back in-house. So why is the district refusing to talk about that with us? It seems like a win-win and an opportunity to agree on an issue we already seem to have common ground on. The district's stance on healthcare and wages is similarly concerning. Affordable health insurance, despite the unanimous recommendation of the Benefits Advisory Committee earlier this year, is being denied. Below poverty level wages are enforced, while the district holds an excessive $211 million in reserves and pays an attorney $177 an hour to sit across the table from us with explicit direction to bust my union. How can we trust leadership that prioritizes financial hoarding over the well-being of its workforce? Students. Jeffco's strategic choices indicate a desire to maintain unsafe staffing levels, promote the privatization of public jobs, and deny its workers living wages. But let's be honest with ourselves and the public. Jeffco wishes to retain the managerial right to maintain unsafe staffing levels in our schools, directly inhibiting our children's right to an outstanding education. Jeffco wishes to retain the managerial right to outsource public jobs, promoting the privatization of our schools while wasting millions of dollars per year of Jeffco taxpayer money. Jeffco wishes to retain the managerial right to deny its employees affordable health insurance, forcing us to choose between putting food on our tables or buying medicine for our children or ourselves. Jeffco wishes to retain the managerial right to force feed its employees below poverty level wages while sitting on $211 million of reserves. The retained management rights you are defending ultimately translate to disrespect and a diminished quality of life for ESPs in Jeffco. On behalf of JESPA, I am declaring an impasse in this year's negotiation process. We have legal representation to challenge your refusal to negotiate and other concerning behaviors reported to the state. Declaring impasse initiates further legal processes that we find necessary given your continued refusal to engage in a meaningful negotiation. We are seeking an environment where our concerns are met with respect and serious consideration. Until we can find a path forward that leads us there, we are at an impasse.
ESPs are important. 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 ESPs are